What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Bob here. Welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck recipe guide. So, the reason I showed you guys last time the Cyber Dragon Infinity deck is because not only will that run through the majority, well, actually literally every single story mode deck in the game on your way to completion, but also annihilates the grand majority of Duelist Challenges in this game as well. So today I'm going to show you another deck that can absolutely obliterate everything in Duelist Challenges. Like literally, I've used this deck for the last two sets, which is Zexal and Arc 5. Those decks were completely annihilated by this setup right here. So what this is it is Stardust Dragon Assault mode. The way this works is it has a Dragunity engine built into it. So first of all, again, a disclaimer: this deck is using restricted / limited cards. Again, if you want to make this deck legal for online play, just go ahead and swap some of these out, like take out one Raigeki, do something with Pot of Greed and Upstart Goblin. Do that and you're pretty much fine. This is just here because it works for, you can use restricted decks in offline modes and you're pretty much set. So anyway, the reason this works is because the idea of this entire deck right here is to go into Stardust Dragon Assault mode and Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon if you want to. But the big reason you want this deck is because of this card right here, Stardust Dragon Assault mode. Now this card is absolutely ridiculous. Stardust Dragon originally came out in like the late 2000s, and even today it still sees some competitive use. This is basically that card on fucking steroids. It's amazing. So let me walk you down the crux of this ability right now. So in the text it says, you contribute this card to negate the activation of a spell card, trap card, or affect monster's effect, and destroy that card. Now, usually with regular Stardust Dragon, which is over here, you can if during your player's turn when a card or effect is activated that was destroy a card on the field, you contribute this card and negate the activation if you do destroy it. So that's what's really good. You can Stardust Dragon itself is normally really good because it can negate a lot of destruction cards, like either single destruction, field clearing like Dark Hole or Raigeki or shit like that, or you can also, it also works against MST, which is really cool as well. But the big thing about Assault mode is that you can negate literally everything, like everything. This card sort of works like an Infinity, except it's technically unlimited use. It's the usual once per turn shtick, but the only slight issue is that if you do this at the beginning of the turn, you're left without Assault mode for one turn. But honestly, the majority of AI in this game won't be able to kill you in one turn, so this is generally not too big of a problem. So this is a quick deck list: Assault, Teleport, Card Advance, Card Trader, Dragon Ravine, 2 Diffusions. This is actually pretty important. Pot of Greed, Raigeki, Terraforming. I might take it out actually. Upstart Goblin, Assault mode activate, which is always fun. 1 Quaking Mirror Force because it can target things that isn't a destruction card, so that's pretty cool. So Assault Beast and all the needed Dragunity cards. Now the extra deck is a little bit finicky actually. I made some of it. This deck was originally from my buddy James. Brennan hooked me up with this. I've made some slight alterations though. So first of all, Elder Entity Norden is he is able to work in an emergency, and he can also be pretty good Xyz material. Bionic, as usual, card removal, and it's fantastic. Crystal Wing Synchro. This card is needed for the combo. Goyo Guardian, because you can never go wrong with Goyo, really. Stardust Dragon. And then 4 Xyz cards I personally threw in here because I had the space. And I figured, you know what? There is a lot of situations where you end up with just level 4s on the field. So I'm like, yeah, we can go ahead and do this. Alright, so, before we begin, or I show you the basics how this deck works. The best way of grinding the cards needed for Dragunity is through 2 different Duelist Challenges. I know I said this is able to run through all the Duelist Challenges, but if you use like Infinity in order to walk through these decks, you're pretty much set. The first one being Yusei. He has Assault mode by default. He also has a few other cards needed. I don't believe this deck has Assault Teleport in it. You want to grind Assault Teleport through Yusei's card packs. And the other one is Mizar right here, the guy, one of the dudes from Zexal. He has the Dragunity cards. You can also get the Dragunity cards through Leo and Luna's card packs, but this is a lot more of a direct method of getting the cards you need. This is actually the majority of the structure of the deck. So yeah, it's pretty fucking good. So I guess the first thing we can try this out on is actually Yusei himself, assuming he isn't able to drop assault mode by itself. So yeah, by the way, the reason I called my deck Assault Mode 2.0 is because I had another deck. Yeah, this one. So it's just to help distinguish it a little bit more. Anyway, so oh hey, that card I was going to use. How convenient. So let's just go ahead and get this shit started. It's generally preferable to go on the second turn. It doesn't really matter too much because the whole goal is to ramp into assault mode as soon as possible. And then once you have assault mode, you want to begin ramping into Crystal Wing as soon as you can as well. So let's just go ahead and see what we have here. Not too bad. You're going to frequently have this thing going where you have a lot of spell cards in your hand, but honestly, this deck is so flexible, it's not really a problem. So let's just go ahead and see what we can do with this bitch. Oh, he's already synchro summoning Stardust. As long as he doesn't have the track card in his hand, I should be okay. No, he does not have the track card. Good. Alright. Well, that's fun. No, I'm not going to ban him just yet. What I am going to do, however, is this little trick. So, Assault Beast here is really... It's able to help a lot. It raises your Surge functionality. So, if you draw this card, you can discard from your hand and pull up Assault Mode Activate from your deck. The way Assault Mode works is you need two different cards in order to make this work. You need Stardust Dragon, and you need the trap card, Assault Mode Activate. That's a little more tricky than you might initially believe, but it's actually not that bad. So, before we begin, and before I forget, Pot of Greed. What's Pot of Greed do? I don't know. Okay, so here's a big thing, actually. One of the downfalls about Stardust Dragon Assault Mode is that, it can't be pulled from the hand. It has to be summoned from the deck. So what this basically means is that sometimes if you don't have Assault Teleport, if you end up with 3 Stardust Dragon Assault modes in your hand, you're fucked. Like the whole game plan is just completely shot and you're totally bricked. So the trick is you want to have Assault Teleport in here because not only is it free drawing power, but also allows you to keep Stardust out of your hand. You just want to keep Assault Mode out of your hand entirely. And what you want to draw is Assault Mode Activate. Card advance is here if you want to gauge what you have downwards in your deck already. It's not too bad. So since I don't have any of my real drawing power as of yet, I'm actually going to do something a little gimmicky. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. Wait, do I have... No, I do not have monsters in my graveyard just yet. Okay, so what I'm going to do... So I'm going to Assault Beast. I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm going to take advantage of card advance in a second. So do that. Instant Fusion. Reason I'm doing that for a 1000 life point hit is so I can summon Norden, which is pretty good. This is actually a strategy I came up with. So summon Norden, have him come into the field. So Elder Entity Norden is actually a really good fusion. If you use ability, not only that, just dropped his level 4 for free, but allows you to pull a level 4 or lower monster from the graveyard and special summon it. The only thing is that it's been extraordinary gated, but frankly that's not too big of a deal because you can this Elder Entity Norden pairs super well with Instant Fusion because it allows you to branch into a lot of different crap. Like you can then do synchros if you have a tuner on the field because level 4 and upwards is a really good place to be for synchros. You can also do Xyz if you have level 4, so on and so forth. You can also do maybe fusion if you want to. That if you want to be weird, I don't know. And we'll go set this down as a defense. So, something I personally threw in here is actually Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon. The reason I put this in here is on the off chance I have nothing else, and I really want a wall buster. So, this is why I have this in here. So, for example, he's got his quote-unquote boss card on the field right now, except not really. So, I overlay into this, and now here's this cool ability. Basically, detach 2 cards from your hand, and it cuts his attack power in half. And the attack power he just lost, I've gained. So I really like Dark Rebellion as a good emergency wall breaker against monster cards. And you keep the attack point boost as well. So that's really handy. I actually really enjoy that. So next up I'm going to do card advance. Now let's see what we got here. I have Assault Beast, I have Raigeki, and our card advance. No, that's not going to boost my drawing power at all, so that's going to suck. I might do... Damn, I have realized now I have nothing of the cards I actually want coming up anytime soon. So I'm just going to do that. And, yep, that should be it for right now. This isn't illustrating my point very well at all because I have none of the cards I want to actually use right now. And there's Raigeki. Usually want to expect Raigeki. Also, this enemy deck relies on swarming with level 4s. So, as a result, I just lost some stuff. But no big deal because, remember, I have a Quaking Mirror Force. Oh yeah, he's also got he had Tuner in there that boosts his attack a little bit. But, yeah, I don't care. The reason Quaking Mirror Force is amazing is because it's non-targeting, so Stardust Dragon can't negate it, and it also locks them. He has this card, he can't do shit with it, so that's really good. All right, okay, come on, this is crap. This is actually a really bad hand I have right now. What the hell? Okay, so what I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to pull up Phalanx and start doing shit that way, but unfortunately, it looks like I'm gonna have to improvise a little bit. No big deal. I have another instant fusion. Pull up my second Norden, even though I don't want to, but whatever. Let's see. Just go ahead and drop him. So now the cool thing is that he does have that ability to special summon from your graveyard. So as a result, I still have these two guys sitting down here. I might pull up another Norden, but I don't have confirmation if it will Xyz or not, so I'm just going to summon it. Okay, cool. And I'm just going to overlay into Utopia. Just have him, has him a defensive wall so I can wait until I actually get the cards I want because, god damn it, I don't have any of them right now. Fun. But no big deal. It's hard to make a guy when I'm not drawing any of the cards I really want. But that's fine. I need one of a handful of cards in order to get this deck really off the ground. Oh, he's going face downs, okay. Right now, I could probably use Raigeki and get the shit I want, but I'm not 100% certain about that. So now I'm going to activate Assault Beast's ability, send it to the graveyard, pull up Assault and activate, and with this, now we can begin contemplating setting up. Not quite activating yet, but we are getting there, so that's not too big of a deal. I might have to do a rematch later on in order to get a better hand going, but I really got screwed on with this damn deck. Oh man. Alright. Ooh, he's overlaying. What's he doing? He might be doing corn. Oh, Silent No Arc. Of course he's pulling that. Defense mode? Oh, attack mode. He's probably trying to do a thing. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Actually, I didn't even know it works on Xyz. That's kind of weird. Huh. Alright, so that's unfortunate. There we go. Now we're talking. Okay, Dragon Ravine. This is a card I really, really wanted. That or one other card. So what Dragon Ravine does is it synergize. Excuse me. The whole point of Dragunity is to be able to synergize perfectly with each other and drop a lot of crazy crap. So basically, here's what Dragon Ravine does. You send one card to the graveyard and you can activate one of these effects. Add one level 4 lower Dragunity card from your deck to your hand, or send one Dragon type monster from your deck to the graveyard. The reason this works perfectly is because there's one card you really, really want in the graveyard. Just one. Just one you really want in the graveyard. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to send that set of card to the graveyard. After discarding Raigeki, trust me, after this I'm not going to need it. Phalanx. Phalanx, in order for this whole setup to actually work, he needs to be in the graveyard. Like, no questions asked. So here's the combination. First we summon Ducks, and we activate Ducks' ability, which is to pull Phalanx from the graveyard and equip into him as an equip spell. Now, we're able to use Phalanx's ability, which is to send itself from the equipped spell zone into the monster zone. We're just getting started, guys. This is going to be pretty good. So then, because of the tuner, tune these two together in order to summon level 6 Rogeriana, or however you pronounce that. I'm really bad with that kind of language. So now it has the ability to pull Phalanx out of the graveyard again, and bump this up to the monster zone again. And with this going, go ahead and tune one more time. I have the option of going to Crystal Wing because it meets the conditions, but not yet. I'm going to instead go into Stardust Dragon, because there's a chance sometimes that if you do this, you will be able to activate a thing. And what the thing is this. Assault Mode activate. This game's kind of weird sometimes, where sometimes they'll let you activate on the next turn, sometimes this turn. It's kind of weird. But you activate Assault Mode, activate. activate, assault mode activate. That's a word I just said. Or a sentence. Here we go. And again, the trick is it has to be summoned from the deck and not the hand. That's why Assault Teleport is crucial to keeping this deck alive. So now we have all this crap. Time to go ahead and cripple, well, I have the option between Silent on an Arc. That might actually work out. Or at least give me my card back. It's still indestructible, but frankly, he has nothing else going for him right now. Usually he has one card in his hand, one card in the field that can't do anything to me, and a face card that's locked. Yeah, he's still kind of boned. I would have used Raigeki, but it wouldn't have worked too well with this. Oh! See, now this is why Assault Teleport is great, because, you know, send this back to the deck, and get the free draws. Basically, Pilot Greed, except it's a dual function where it's actually pretty fucking good. So, you know, that's always fantastic. Alright, so now, because I have more cards right here, and because I don't want to use Card Advance, I can use Dragon Intervene's ability again. Where I can, and instead this time, I'm going to send one level 4 lower Dragunity monster from my deck to my hand. So I'm going to discard Card Advance, because I don't care for much right now. I'm going to send Ducks to my hand again. Now remember, when we were doing all that chain tuning, everything is still in the graveyard. And if you remember from last time, that means we can begin the chain all over again. That allows us to bring up Phalanx, have Phalanx and Ducks go into Vajrayana, summon Vajrayana, pull Phalanx again, so on and so forth. But this time we're going to summon Crystal Wing. Crystal Wing, I feel, Brandon agrees with me, and so I think James does as well. Crystal Wing works perfectly with Assault Mode. The reason being is because, excuse me, Assault Mode is able to negate one thing all across the field, and Crystal Wing has a similar ability, but it only targets effect monsters. But those effects, it doesn't destroy itself, and it completely cripples it. The card is in question. So now we're just gonna go ahead and do this again. The problem with this deck has a couple of issues. One, you're probably gonna get tired of cycling all these cards all the time. But the good thing about these is that with these two on the field, you've completely destroyed his any chances he has of saving himself. So you know, two level 3 out of the attack point monsters that can literally shut down everything he does ever. I would say that's pretty good. After this, I probably am gonna rematch Yusei to really drive home the point that this deck can negate literally everything. Oh, see, there we go. He activated Assault Mode himself. Wow, I actually didn't know it works face downs. See, here's the thing. Assault Mode is able to negate that. That's how good this is. And again, it's just like regular Stardust's ability, where at the end phase, it's able to come back. So basically, he just did that for nothing. That ability is a quick play, so you can use it pretty much wherever, and it's pretty much fine. So now he has nothing left. So I'm just going to pull Assault Mode back in the graveyard. The reason I'm getting this prompt is because of Crystal Wing's ability, where I could negate it and keep it in the graveyard. And actually, Crystal Wing has a ridiculous ability. I'll show it to you in a sec. So he has nothing left. I just thoroughly crippled his strategy. See, now he's trying to activate Soul Charge and pull back all of his cards. But see, we're just not gonna let him do that, because Assault Mode is fucking dumb. So yeah, no, you say you're not getting that card off. Even if he did, Soul Charge makes it so you can't attack during a bot phase anyway, so a little bit of a moot point, but it just needs to be shown just how good this card really is. And again, just how much it synergizes with Dragon's Ravine. So with that, but actually before we end this off, I'm going to show you Crystal Wing's ludicrous ability. So the trick to this thing is that you have to use one tuner, but the non-tuner has to be a synchro monster. So it's a little strict, but with Vajrayana and Phalanx, you pretty much got it. So once per turn, during your player's turn, when a monster's effect is activated, here's the fun bit. Activate Litigation, and if you do, destroy the monster, and if you do that, this card gains the attack equal to destroy monster's original attack until the end of the turn. And if this card battles level 5 or higher monster your opponent controls, this card gains attack equal to the current attack of the opponent's monster. Yeah, nothing's really getting over Crystal Wing unless you use Destruction, and guess what's able to counter Destruction? This guy. Now this thing is able to be combat, but guess what it does? Yeah, That's why this combination is kind of fucking gross, and it's beautiful. It's so damn good. And just go ahead and lay the waste to them, and you're fine. That's why assault mode is so goddamn good. Yeah, I didn't get cards from that because I have all of them already. So we're gonna do one more round. This time, how far am I in? 21 minutes. This time we're against Mizar, the guy who we got, or you get the Dragunity cards from. You get more from Leo Luna's card packs, but this is the best way of getting Phalanx, Dux, Mistletoe, and probably Vajrayana, I'd be willing to bet. So yeah, that's why his deck is absolutely ludicrous. It's fantastic. God's Uranus looks weird. Okay, slightly better hand than before. Not perfect, but I can deal with this. Oh, Foolish Burial. That's a weird way of doing that. Okay. Truthfully though, I have not actually fought this deck since I got my own Dragunity deck going, so this is gonna be interesting. Now let's see. Pot of Greed, good start. Now, Card Trader is in here because, say, like you're bricked in your hand, or you have Assault mode in your hand, but you don't have Assault Teleport. In that situation, this is a good backup. It's not mandatory, but Card Trader can be good for keeping Assault mode out of your hand and keeping yourself alive. It's a gamble, of course, because you know it's put it back in your deck, shuffle your deck, draw a card. It's not perfect, but it can keep you going a little bit longer should you need the situation. So anyway, actually I can make this work actually. This is actually pretty good. Okay, so Dragon Ravine, but this time we're gonna do something a little bit different. So instead of doing what I did before with being unintentionally bricked in my opening hand, ooh, MST, huh? You know what? That's fine. That's fine. Never worry if you get MST on your Dragon's Ravine. You're still totally okay. Because Dragon's Ravine is just to make sure Phalanx is in your graveyard. And if Phalanx is in your graveyard, you have nothing to worry about. Like, you've already won, basically. Or at least as long, like, the first major step and the biggest hurdle, I would argue, is out of the way. Oh, that's right. Unfortunately, I need 2 Dragunity cards to synchro together in order to actually make Vajrayana, if I remember that correctly. 1 Dragon type tuner, 1 or more non-tuner wing beast monsters. You know what? That's still okay, because that means I can still go into Goyo. Goyo is always a good fill card for synchros if you don't use it. Goyo, the problem with Goyo is that it's not immune to destruction, but it's still able to counter some stuff regardless. So if he has Mirror Force, I'm boned, but I'm still alive, so that's all that really matters. Book of Moon. Actually, I wasn't expecting that one. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. I'll let him out of that one. It's okay. I just need to draw something decent. I should be okay. And if I don't, Card Trader will give me a chance to stay alive anyway. 1 face down. Okay. Yeah, since I don't have the needed card for it anyway, I might as well go ahead and shuffle. That's even worse. Well, at least Book of Moon doesn't mean that you have to keep your shit face down, so that's pretty good. Ooh, actually, I just had a great idea, guys. And he had Mirror Force. Never mind. My idea was to actually kill Phalanx and use Goyo's ability to pull it to my side of the field, but nope. Then again, I probably should have guessed he had that, so maybe that one's on me. Ah, shit, I should use card advance. It's okay. He just really wants to keep it on the fence right now. Why doesn't he just use something to keep Phalanx in the graveyard? I have no idea. You know what? No, actually, it's fine. I have a bit of a scumbag idea right now. Let's see. Nope. No, definitely not. Nope. Actually, with this combination right now, I should be okay. 1. Mistletoe. 2, 3, 4, 5. Not amazing, but I have an idea to make this work a little bit. Upstart Goblin, going in combination with Pot of Greed. Because of card advance, I know exactly what I'm getting. And, yeah, not bad. I'm honestly surprised he doesn't have something like Giant Trunade or Heavy Storm or Harvey's Feather Duster. I'm just going to summon Assault Beast, keep him occupied for a bit. It is slightly unfortunate, but you know what? This isn't... Wait, hang on a sec. What's card's normal special summon you can summon? Oh, wait. Maybe not. I can probably make this work. Very unintentional, but hey, I can make this work. Alright, go ahead and use Mistletoe's ability. Bring Phalanx from the graveyard. I am glad I remembered you can tribute summon. Because I never do that with my cards. Oh my god! I'm gonna choke this guy, I swear to god. Alright, you know what? For that, you deserve to get wrecked. Fuck you. I am getting played right now. I'm going to admit that. But luckily Dragunity cards by themselves has some decent stopping power. For the time being, anyway. Holy hell. How many... I'm actually kind of curious. How many MSTs has he used by now? Or, like, counter cards and screw me over? Oh, he's about to summon Vajrayana. Or not. That's someone I've never seen before. Huh, okay. Gonna be honest, I completely forgot I had Quick Mirror Force. Yeah, okay, so we're both destitute. This is getting fun. Yes, please. See if I can't draw one of the few cards I need. Well, that's the thing, I guess. Okay. I don't believe that card had serious defense. I could probably kill him right now. Well, this thing anyway. Oh my god, 800 defense, yeah. That is terrible. I didn't expect Mizar's regular Dragunity deck to actually be this troublesome. This is crazy. Oh, that thing. Completely forgot that was in there, actually. Huh, okay. I was expecting him to go after this thing, but alright, sure. I don't... No. I am not judging. Hardly. Okay, there we go. Now, after I summon Stardust Dragon, I'm actually very curious how many times he's MST'd me or used counters. Because this is just getting comedic at this point. You gonna allow me to use it? Yes, you are. Awesome. So, take my word for it, guys. Usually these decks don't give me that much trouble when trying to drop my shit. This is actually kind of entertaining with how much he's trying to counter me. Let's see. 1, 2, Foolish Burial, Soul Charge, Mirror Force. He's been doing pretty good to slow me down, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, but now that I have Assault Mode out, we can actually start doing stuff. So, yeah, usually these decks don't give you won't give you that much crap, but this is why this deck is so effective. Because look, he's trying to shuffle shit. I'm pretty sure he's trying to summon another Storm Ruler, so I'm just gonna go ahead and activate my ability to say fuck you. Nope. And that's all he's got. Okay. And always be sure to activate the ability to summon this from your graveyard again. So I'm willing to bet he's probably just dropped the Mirror Force or something if he didn't activate it. Yeah, I might as well. On the off chance I manage to draw something better for my purposes. In case something else happens. So now, if... I feel totally safe right now, because if I attack him, even if he has Mirror Force, I don't care because I can negate it. Yeah, there we go. Oh, man. Almost there. Depending on what he has next, this will be... Alright, face down. There's no Dragunity cards I know of that have the ability to have flip effects, so it shouldn't be too bad. Okay. See what we can do. Nope. Okay. I have Mizar entirely on tilt right now. This is beautiful. Anything else you want to throw at me? Okay. Probably Mirror Force. I'm just expecting him to have something that's gonna counter everything. Oh, there we go. I'm just doing this so I can end this on this turn. Assuming that isn't MST, which, frankly, I would think he used MST sooner, but okay. Bottomless Trap Hole, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna negate that one. And again, because of the sheer draw speed of that ability, it doesn't even matter what he does. So I'm just gonna go into Phalanx and begin the chain all over again. Oh, I could probably won this if I just got into Brionic, but yeah, whatever. Close enough. Pull into that. Activate Vajrayan's ability. Also, again, remember to never say no to these abilities activating, so you can always keep your shit going. This is always important. And go into Crystal Wing. I could probably gone into another Stardust to be certain I'm safe, but better this than accidentally walking into something deadly. See what he's got. Ah, it was Mirror Force. You know, I'm not even mad. Because I honestly kind of figured it would be, but I just want to test him. Blow Stealth Mode again. Boss Monsters Ahoy. Let's see what he's got. One turn left to make this work. Interesting. Terraforming now of all times. You know what? Yeah, why not? Just so I can have it in my hand, if nothing else. And it's gonna go ahead and activate it. And see what he's got. Ah, Phoenix Chain. He's got all. Now I'm thinking about it, he's got a ridiculous amount of counters in his deck. That is actually kind of hilarious. Anything else you want to put down before you end up dead? I really should be smart and actually get more stuff on the field, but honestly, every time I'm expecting him every time he does this to have something non-important in his deck. Again, this is the sheer strength of Stardust Dragon Assault Mode. You can just cripple him every time. So now he has a completely empty field. I know what he was trying to do. He's probably trying to bring Storm Ruler back out, but I'm not certain what that would have accomplished. Nope. And now swing for the win. Okay, guys, sorry that duel took a bit, but I think it's probably good that I fought a decent duel so I can show you guys what this deck is really capable of. So you have a solid understanding of what this deck is able to do, because again, once Stardust Dragon Assault Mode is on the field, you've pretty much got your opponent in checkmate so long as you're able to control what's going on. Your opponent has to know how to counter it specifically in order to keep themselves alive, which considering the situation, that can vary wildly. So anyway, I'm not going to hold you guys up any longer. That's the ins and outs of how to use this deck. I'm going to bring it up one more time so you guys can take a look at it and decide if you want to use it yourself. Personally speaking, I highly recommend this. This is really good. Yeah, just swap some of these cards out for maybe like a Ritual Charity or something a little more legal for usage. And you can totally run this online. Like, it doesn't even matter to the Limited Dragon Ravine. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to go make some more Yu-Gi-Oh content and hope you learned something. Peace.